Everybody, we are back here at Disney again after doing yesterday as well. We're here at Disney again. We're just gonna do a couple rides. I wanted to do the canoes today, so if the canoes are going, I will be recording that for you guys so you guys can check that out. I've been coming to Disney for about 20 plus years and I've never done the canoes. Also, I've never done Tom Sawyer Island, and I did that recently, like a few months ago, to be 100% honest. And it was pretty cool in there. It's like a little Pirates Cave area. It's a very cool ambiance, very, very different. So, yeah, we're probably gonna check that out today. And I'm wearing my One Piece Zoro earrings. We're symbolizing strength, courage, and determination. So, I'd like to dedicate one of my, to my good friends. Bella, you are strong, and my heart is with you always for your loss. And just know that I'm always here for you, sister, okay? So, fun little fact, there is a boatload of people here today. I want to see everybody that's getting here at the park on this Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I should have gotten here a little bit earlier, but I slept in. I stayed here till closing yesterday, and when it closed, it was, I think, 12:40 or 12:30 about the time I got out of the park yesterday. So it was a busy day yesterday for me. I did Knott's Berry Farm yesterday, and then I came over to Disney to close out the day. I went to go grab some food there, and yeah, today we're running it back. I'm thinking that I'm like really hyping myself up for the canoes. I've never done it, so we're gonna try something new today. And we'll bring you along for the ride so you guys can check it out. And so we have finally made it out of the tram. We are making our way to Disneyland. I would like to see if I could catch that Lincoln and Walt Disney show right here when you're walking through Main Street. I've never seen it, so we're gonna check that out. If it is a show that's about to start, that way we can kind of just catch it right on the fly, no downtime or anything. So we're gonna go check that out. Entrance to get into Disneyland's not too bad. I may just kick it into overdrive and kind of pick it up a little bit on the walk-in. Check out over here. Doesn't look too bad to get into the park today. Yesterday when I came, it's pretty bad to get in. All right, so we're gonna go through security and, well, not the security, but through the facial recognition thing, and yeah, the magical Walt Disney. Says no shows todays for the magical world. Continuous shows today. Got the peanuts, the fresh peanuts. Tiki. From the original Tiki room, I'm assuming. Yep, Enchanted Tiki room. Right over there, they have a little caption where you can read it. Continue.
During our exhaustive research into Lincoln's life, we studied his mannerisms, his gestures, and even his voice characteristics to create a faithful likeness of this art. Our resolve is so after you go. How should it apply today?
Before our automatic doors open as a few reminders. Next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. This was the American dream, the prayer for the future. But that golden goal was not to be had without cost. The American way was not gained in a day. It was born in adversity, forged out of conflict, perfected and proven only after long experience and trial. In all of history, no man was dedicated to this dream more than the 16th President of these United States, Abraham Lincoln. Here in his own words is what he once wrote about himself. For at that time, very few people outside Illinois knew very much about this man from the prairie.
I was born February 12th, 1809, in Hardin County, Kentucky. My father removed from Kentucky to what is now Spencer County, Indiana, in my 8th year. It was a wild region, with many bears and other wild animals still in the woods. There I grew up. I was large for my age, and had an axe put into my hands at once. And from that to my 23rd year, was almost constantly handling that most useful instrument. I think that the aggregate of all my schooling did not amount to 1 year. At 21, I came to Illinois. Thought of trying to study law. Rather thought I could not succeed at that without better education. I borrowed some law books, took them home, and went at it in good earnest. In 1854, the law profession had almost superseded the thought of politics in my mind, when the repeal of the Missouri Compromise aroused me as I had never been before. What I have done since then is pretty well known. If any personal description of me is thought desirable, it may be said I am in height, 6 feet 4 inches, nearly, lean in flesh, weighing on an average of 180 pounds, dark complexion, with coarse black hair and gray eyes, and no other marks or brands recollected. Yours very truly, A. Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln became president faced with the terrible threat of civil war, a thing he dreaded, yet a calamity he was prepared to meet if he must.
Without union, the Constitution is only a piece of paper. I know there is a God, and that he hates injustice and slavery. I see the storm coming. I know his hand is in it. If he has a place and work for me, and I think he has, I believe I'm ready. And with God's help, I shall not fail.
April 12, 1861, Fort Sumter. The cannons spoke for war. Civil war, violent, devastating. Now had come the reckoning, the supreme test that would decide whether a republic founded on liberty could survive the terrible strife of men's passions.
Two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way, two brothers on their way, one more blue and one more gray. One more blue and one more gray, as they marched along their way. The fife and drum began to play, all on a beautiful morning. One was gentle, one was kind. One was gentle, one was kind. One came home, one stayed behind. A cannonball don't pay no mind. Cannonball don't pay no mind, if you're gentle or if you're kind. It don't think of the folks behind, all on a beautiful morning. All on a beautiful morning.
87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure.
10 brief sentences. So simple, so direct. Abraham Lincoln had not expected his words to live beyond their temporary moment. But time and history would dictate otherwise. And so today, his Gettysburg Address is immortal. a rich and treasured part of our country's heritage. A man who lived a century ago, but to an individual who lives today in the hearts of all freedom-loving people. His prophetic words are as valid for our time as they were for his. And now, the skills of the sculptor and the talents of the artist will let us relive great moments with Mr. Lincoln.
The world has never had a good definition of the word liberty. And the American people just now are much in want of one. We all declare for liberty, but in using the same word, we do not all mean the same thing. What constitutes the bulwark of our liberty and independence? It is not our frowning battlements, our bristling sea coasts. These are not our reliance against tyranny. Our reliance is in the love of liberty, which God has planted in our bosoms. Our defense is in the preservation of the spirit which prizes liberty as the heritage of all men, in all lands, everywhere. Destroy this spirit, and you have planted the seeds of despotism around your own door. At what point shall we expect the approach of danger? By what means shall we fortify against it? Shall we expect some transatlantic military giant to step the ocean and crush us with a blow? Never. All the armies of Europe, Asia, and Africa combined could not by force take a drink from the Ohio or make a track on the Blue Ridge in a trial of 1,000 years. At what point, then, is the approach of danger to be expected? I answer, if it ever reach us, it must spring from amongst us. It cannot come from abroad. If destruction be our lot, we ourselves must be its author and finisher. As a nation of free men, we must live through all times or die by suicide. Neither let us be slandered from our duty by false accusations against us, nor frightened from it by the menaces of destruction to the government, nor of dungeons to ourselves. Let us have faith that right makes might. And in that faith, let us to the end dare to do our duty as we understand it.
Marching on.
doors will open out towards you. For your safety, when you enter inside the theater, please make sure you watch your step. Thank you. We hope you enjoy the show.
Alright, so we have made it into the Lincoln show. We're gonna watch it right now. See how that show goes out. My first time ever
Welcome to
watching
take
the
any
show.
photo or video. Just make sure to turn off all flash photography. And if you do need to leave early, please exit out the doors on your right-hand side. We hope you enjoy great moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Alright, so we just finished up with the Abraham Lincoln show, and I've never seen it. It's a really cool show. I would definitely have you guys check that out and just kind of sit there and enjoy the show. It's really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and head to our next destination to see if we could find anything. Alright, so we just finished up on Indiana Jones. It was only like a 10-minute wait going through single riders. So if you're by yourself with that single rider queue, we're just gonna walk through the ambiance, going through the cave systems of where Mr. Indiana Jones discovered the cave of the Forbidden Temple. So the sun's coming out at Disney. It's starting to get a little more crowded. A little bit more crowded, but not too bad. Someone took out their Disney books. So we're gonna check out the canoes right now real fast. And then we're more than likely gonna do Matterhorn. And then from Matterhorn, we're gonna take off to Knott's to go grab something to eat. And then we'll see what we do there. We might head to Universal, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try the canoes. We're here, might as well give it a shot. So let's see over here. So we have finally made it to the canoes after years of never trying this. We're trying it today. The ducks, oh look, that duck's like, get out of my squat, get out of my lake, get out of my lake. Yeah, alrighty. So much fun, guys. Like I said, first time on the canoes, so it's a pretty cool experience. All right, let me put this away before I lose it. All right, bet. So today, what we are having is the chicken tenders from the Coaster Diner. It's okay. Hey Meta, play my like songs.
Are you? Danny and I were together 2 years ago, and we became best buds. Huh? I was busy, and you also didn't reach out to me. Short. We just did the photo, and then everybody kind of just like vibe.
I went with the cheesecake
She was here like.
boysenberry this time. You gotta give it a
And then
shot.
she was like, oh, if you guys are going to IHOP, I'll go. And then Matt, I invited Matt to IHOP, and he said that he'll go, but depending on how long we're going to stay. IHOP or Denny's, but I think we prefer IHOP. But that's up to you. I don't care. IHOP to me is better than Denny's. And, you know, I think Denny's is more expensive. Remember Isaiah always said IHOP is better than their better pancakes. I was the ghost. In
Very
the
good.
Mary. I had the long nails. So there was 2 ghosts. One had nails, one didn't. And we would rotate. But like, I just, yeah, it was cool. It was fun. I wore a shroud of hood so you couldn't see my face. And then I had a gold mask underneath, so if I wanted to reveal it to you, I could, but you'd only see a zombie-like face. I didn't, no, I didn't hate it.
You made the thing of does he remember your
Oh yeah, it was like a dress that I wore. And then I wore the shroud. The shroud would stay on my mask, so it would, if I wanted to, it would be like quite better. It was cool. I was a ghost. I like to call it the ghoul in the basement. I heard. I went through it once, and I had fun only because everyone recognized me. But I heard it was not great. Luckily, Danny and I escaped the Trevor Bruce last year. Although she wasn't quite loving the grimoire the whole time. But yeah. She didn't like her supervisor.
My supervisor sucked, and they put me in a room where I couldn't hide anywhere or put barriers between me, unless I was in the playground, which was like furthest than me when I was there.
I had very little room, and I had to walk around people. And luckily, people were very nice last year. I only got touched a little bit, and no one attacked me. This one got karate chopped a few times. So I don't know what makes Danny a target here, but she gets the most abuse out of everyone I know.
I'm not very intimidating.
They don't want to touch the tall ones as much, I guess. I was this close to people. I had to walk around people.
Well, there's
And like,
wrong with that big black guy. Same height as me, but he's not black.
I don't know what it is, but maybe shorter.
All right, so we just finished up the canoes. Mr. Lawrence was the most enthusiastic canoe instructor I've ever had, which is the only instructor I've ever had. So yeah, definitely a fun little experience. If you guys never tried that, I would recommend you guys give that at least a go once. You get a good arm workout. Choose your good side, because left or right, you're gonna be there for a few minutes. So last thing that I would like to do is I want to go hit Matterhorn while the lights are still on, and then I was gonna go to Knott and go grab me something to eat, and then we'll probably call it a day there. Got to go back and edit some of these videos for you guys. But yeah, definitely. Let's head over. So we have made it to Matterhorn. Single Riders was literally a walk on. I'll take that all day. So we just finished up on Space Mountain Single Riders. Great experience. You have to try it out. Give it a shot. Yeah, I'll definitely take it all day. We're about to head over to the Matterhorn now. Ride the Matterhorn with the lights on, so I can get that ride point of view for you guys. So you guys can check that out. We'll take a quick dab to the right. All right, so we are gonna call our Disney run there, guys. We're gonna head on out, and we're gonna go check out something different pretty soon right now. We'll catch you guys in a few. We're gonna take out to the other side. To Knott, and we're coming through Ghost Town. You're gonna see the Ghost Town Grill right here. Then you have the blacksmith over here working. He's working. Look at that. Blacksmith and the blacksmith. Let's go see if Sad-Eyed Joe. As we are walking through Knott's very far through the day, it's not that packed today. It's
oh, you guys don't even. You guys don't.
Yeah, it's not too packed today. They're still doing refurbishment under the log ride. So one of their main attractions is not working right now when it's very hot, but it's okay. When they fix it, it'll be nice and good to go. We have Supreme Scream taking off all the way at the top right now. They're going all the way to the top. We'll see how long the line is, because I have a fast pass, so I'm thinking I might do accelerator, maybe hang time. I want to check the wait time, so the wait times aren't too bad. We'll just hop on one. So we'll check it out right now.